Hey everyone, welcome to Mindset Monday. Today, Mike and I went to play golf, and so here I am coming home recording this for y'all. But today I'm talking about changing our old limiting beliefs when we're starting something new. And whenever you start something new or go in a different direction, for example, start a business, move further along in your career, or anything else that's out of the familiar, your paradigms, which your paradigms are your old limiting belief systems and your ways of thinking, they're going to come up. Our limiting beliefs keep us safe and they are primal. They've been around for a very long time, making sure we don't do something that might cause us pain or injury. And even though we aren't in our primal times anymore, our nervous system still responds when we hear these paradigms or we feel or hear these limiting beliefs. For me, they were screaming each time I changed careers, did something new, or something like skydiving or going to Machu Picchu in Peru, or any time I went outside of my comfort zone. They said things like, "Who are you to start doing what you'd love? No one's going to read your book. You're going to fall flat on your face. Who do you think you are?" I'm sure you have your own versions of these that you could add to the list. And it's amazing how really mean we can be to ourselves. The things we would say to ourselves, we would never say to someone else. But becoming aware of those is the first step. So the only way I could shut them out and to start to change them was to put on a positive YouTube, read or listen to something that was positive and uplifting, or even listen to upbeat, positive music. And sometimes I even danced. Movement is a great paradigm buster, just getting up and getting out of whatever you're in the moment when we feel stuck. When we decide to pursue something different, these old thought patterns will get louder to pull us back to what's comfortable and to what's familiar. And it may feel super uncomfortable, and it will cause us to want to quit or at least to stop temporarily. But I promise you, it won't last forever if you keep going. It is possible to reprogram these limiting beliefs. That's why it's so important to have something you're super passionate about, your dream or your vision. That something must be bigger than the fear or the negative thinking that will pull you back to what's comfortable and what's familiar, even if those things are hurting you or you're not in where you want to be. It's still a comfortable place. And so we tend to stay where we're comfortable. To move out of that, you're going to trigger some paradigms. So if you truly want a different result, the only way out is through. The biggest thing to become aware of with those limiting beliefs, the thoughts that you're thinking, is, of course, to become aware of them. How do you do that? Well, first, noticing how you feel when you think about something new that you want to do or something out of the ordinary. And yes, I said notice how you feel. At first, when you think of that thing that you would love, that brings you life, you may get excited and feel expansive, meaning open and, big and good, especially if that thing that you want to do brings you life. But shortly after, your old limiting beliefs and your paradigms will come up. Pay attention to where and how you feel them. Do you feel expansive, like I talked about, or contractive? Do you feel stress in your stomach or your heart beating, your stomach in knots, or do you feel a lightness? Start just paying attention to how you feel, how your shoulders are, how your back is, if your head's up or down. Um, there's so many things that you can start to notice about yourself. And it's not good or bad or right or wrong. They're there to help us. Those paradigms are there to help keep us safe. So really having some love and grace for yourself while you're going through this process is essential. So the next step is to figure out what they're saying to you or what they're telling you. I go into much more detail in my vision workshops and my Dream Builder program, but suffice it to say, you can overcome. Now I want you to think about how long you've been struggling with whatever it is you want to do, or your belief system, or if you've wanted something different, you want something more, you know you can do it, but for some reason you don't. You may even work harder to get more accomplished, but you seem to always come back to this neutral position, or maybe you'll make 2 steps forward and 1 back. Or you may not know exactly what you want, but you know you want more. I knew I was stuck, but I didn't know what to do to get unstuck. I had no idea what to do. I'd read books, I'd listened to things, I had been doing everything I could, but I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. I love the phrase, "You can't see the picture when you're inside the frame." This actually opened me up to looking at even more ways to overcome and pursue what I loved. The thing I kept thinking of is, I don't want to die with this dream in me. I really want to live and be passionate about my life and teach other people how to do the same. Well, at that point, I found the Dream Builder program. That was several years ago, and my life has not been the same ever since. It teaches the basic steps of how to have a life. We create a life either by default or design, and that's where your vision or your dream comes into play. Designing a vision you would love to have for your life starts just like a blueprint for a house. You can't build a house without a blueprint, and you can't build a life without a vision and a plan of how to get there. The more specific and clear, the better, and the more it has emotion in it, feeling it as if it's already here. I'm going into a lot here, so bear with me. But the clearer you are and the more you embody that thing that you want to have or be or do, that way the paradigms, when they come up, and they will, you have something to go to. You focus back on your vision and your dream. And this is really important. You take an action step. Just having a vision and a dream and thinking about it isn't going to make it happen, poof, like magic. You have to do your part. There's more to this, and I go into much more detail in my Dream Builder program, which is a 12-week program where we focus on you and your vision. So please take a moment and visit my website. There's opportunities there to sign up for morning inspiration, for other freebies, and also you can get on the wait list for my next vision workshop, which is absolutely free. The website is www.behappytoday.com. Just like it sounds, behappytoday.com. You'll be amazed at the clarity you get, along with specific things to overcome your paradigms and become the person in your vision. So I hope this is helpful. Please feel free to email me at kim@behappytoday.com. Reach out to me if you have any questions, and definitely like and sign up to subscribe to this webinar. Anyway, y'all have a great day. It's great to be here with you today.